Oh, okay, then I think we will get started. All right, let's get started. Om Ganana Tva Ganapatigam Avamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anashrinvanno Divasi Dasadanam Shrimaha Ganapataye Namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhirvajanivati Dhinam Avitriyavato Maha Saraswatyai Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha गुरुवे सर्वलोकानां ऋषिचे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अस्मिन् गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः देवीं वाचमजनयन्त देवाः तां विश्वरूपा पशवो वदन्ति सा नो मन्द्रेषु मूर्जन्दुहाना धेनुर्वागस्मानुपसृष्टुतैतो ॐ व्यासं वसिष्ठनत्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः शिवशक्तिसमारम्भां भास्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मत्श्रीनाथपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीललिता महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी समेत श्रीचन्द्रमौळीश्वराय नमः श्रीकाञ्ची कामकोटिपीठाधिपति जगद्गुरु श्रीशङ्कराचार्य श्रीचरणयोः प्रणामाः. So with that Guru Vandanam and Ganesha Vandanam, Saraswati Vandanam, happy Dashera and happy Vijayadasami to all of you. Bear with my odd angles of YouTube and calendar. So I'll do my best to try to balance out both so it doesn't look on either YouTube or on calendar. So Radha made a very compelling appeal to say that, we don't want to miss the Vijayadashami class. And it sounded right. Although I am about to leave in about an hour or so to the airport, but it is worth not missing this important occasion. So let me start by asking you, how many of you know what is the significance of today? Why do you say Happy Dashera, or why do you say Happy Vijayadasami? Are they one and the same? Are they different?
Rama killed Ravana this day.
Okay. Did he return on the same day or?
No, he did not return on the same day, that I know.
Correct. So today he killed Ravana. That is very important. So from that perspective, today is the 10th day, Dashami. And what is the significance with Ravana in the context of Ravana?
Is it the win or the victory over evil?
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. But
Okay.
there is something attached to number 10 and Ravana, right?
10 heads,
Correct.
the 10 egos,
Correct.
10 senses, Pancha-indriya, Pancha-jnanendriyas, and Pancha-karmendriyas. And 10
Any other definition? Any other definition?
Only senses.
Sure.
Dasha is 10 to take.
It's also representing the 10 bad qualities that we need to cut off from our system. All of us possess that in varied measure. So it also signifies those 10 bad qualities that we need to get rid of. Any idea what those 10 qualities are?
Bad qualities are anger, jealousy.
So try to say the Sanskrit word and then the corresponding meaning.
Anger, krodha, jealousy, matsarya.
Correct. Okay. So let us start in a systematic way so that you remember that sequence also.
Okay.
First and the foremost is Kama. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Kama is lust. It is very, very important for us to control that. It's also called Vasana, Kama Vasana, lust. Krodha is anger. Can anybody say what is Lobha? Greed, correct. Then for attachment, what is the word for attachment? Moha, correct. So Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. We got 4. Huh? Correct.
And matsarya.
Correct. What is Mada?
Jealousy.
Mada. Pride. Excessive pride. No, not ego. Excessive pride. Mada is excessive pride. As you keep saying, Matsarya is jealousy or envy. You look at somebody else that are growing rich or growing powerful, you feel that envy, that should not be there. Got it? So how much did we cover? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madha, Matsarya. 6. 4 more. Huh? Swartha. Selfishness. Swarth. That is the 7th one. Then this one is is one of my favorites. I keep saying this. Anyaya, injustice. Which means if you see some injustice being done to somebody, or you do it, or you see somebody being meted out injustice and you keep quiet, you're considered as part of that process. So you should not be keeping quiet or be a mute spectator. If you see injustice happening, you need to step in and do your dharma without fear. So anyaya, nyaya, anyaya, right? Then 2 more. Cruelty. Amanavta. Manavta is human. Amanavta is cruelty. Inhuman. So if you see somebody bullying somebody else, harassing somebody else, battering somebody else, or you have people keeping pets. They love pets, but they don't want to put good quality food or take care of the medical issues of the pets and so on and so forth. So there can be cruelty to animals. So cruelty can be in any form. So that cruelty is also something that you need to get rid of. Right? Let me see if you can get the last one.
Laziness.
No. You're allowed to be lazy. Ahankara, that is ego. All of these bad qualities, can you tell me what does it do as one single outcome in a person?
Makes you feel dissatisfied.
Makes you?
Dissatisfied. You're not satisfied with anything.
That is okay, no? If I'm not satisfied, it's okay. I'm born like that. That is what I deserve, and I can peacefully go. But if these qualities are there in a person, what does it do to that person?
Become weak mentally and physically. Mentally weak.
That is fine. If I have to be mentally, physically weak, that is fine. It doesn't bother anybody. What it does is to a person is it blinds the person from any kind of rational thinking. You just now go back to all the 10. You'll see how powerful these things are. If you have excessive lust, your tendency will be you'll start looking at every woman in a different way. So it doesn't become a private affair anymore that I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy. It translates into some kind of an action that is posing a danger to the society. Correct? Anger. Highly intelligent people, they can just say certain things in anger. They can beat somebody in anger. They can shoot somebody in anger. All of those actions are because of that blind rage or anger. Greed. You kill somebody or you steal wealth from somebody. It's all because of greed. Attachment. You have seen many people do many immoral things, illegal things, which normally they wouldn't do, saying that I did it for my child, I did it for my husband, I did it for my family, I did it for my wife. That is moha. So understand the qualities of greed and moha. Both are two different aspects. They're not one and the same. Right? What else? Excessive pride also blinds people. You would have achieved something in life and you feel that you're on top of the world, you start looking down upon everybody. And if that is the only thing that you have achieved, you will always look down upon everybody that comes in front of you. You will lose the rational thinking of seeing how great the other person is. What can you learn from that other person? You have so much pride and you got to defend your pride and you will do anything to do that. So excessive pride is also bad. Envy, we don't have to say much about it. It's something that we all experience in our life. Highly negative. It has got a highly negative connotation because it makes you do something. The crab mentality that we talk about, right? Whether you are able to grow in your life, achieve what you want, and put in efforts to do that or not, you look at somebody else and you feel, oh, that person has gone ahead of me and is going to be more powerful. So what do I do to bring that person down? It clouds your rational thinking and it makes you do things that you would not normally do. So that is, again, envy is very important. Similarly, selfish behavior or doing injustice to people or very high level of ego. I mean, I don't know how many of you experience in your daily lives. I come across many people, highly intelligent, knowledgeable, and all they do is just to flip the way they see things, they see the world. They will be one of the best contributors. But that whole thing called ego, I, in everything I, will blind them and you will be not able to get across to such people. And they won't mind their own business. You can say that, listen, I'm a very egotistic person, I'm very proud of myself. But if you remain within your boundaries, you don't pose any danger to the society. but you won't, because the moment you have ego, pride, you would like to showcase it to the world and you would like to demonstrate it every given opportunity, right? So now if you take all of these things, you're taught that Ravana is the worst person that you can ever get, right? Can any one of you tell me what Ravana's really capable was, or what he was really capable of?
He was a great warrior.
Correct. Point number one.
He learned Brahmin.
Correct.
Was a Shiva Bhakta. He used to play Veena. A great exponent in Samaveda.
Absolutely correct.
Many other qualities, like he could conquer everyone, and also almost everyone was subservient to them, including all the Navagrahas, which they, I wouldn't say it as a great quality, but he was that valorous that all the 9 planets listened to him. They were the steps to his throne.
Yes.
So, he was someone who was invincible.
Correct.
And one of the things that he had made was he should not be killed. He had a boon that he would not be killed by the suras or the asuras and all, but he never thought human being was a threat to him, or a Vanara was a threat to him.
Correct.
So he thought them to be very good, very not worthy of even thinking of them as
excessive pride,
as an enemy.
Yes. Yeah.
So he didn't ask that boon. So Ram had to take Vishnu had to take the avatar as man and take the help of all the
Vanas. Correct.
kill
So the other part, one important part was also he was extremely strong.
Yes.
Extremely strong. He was a great Mayavi. He had the telepathic skills unmatched. So 2 examples. He could have put all of these to good use, right? One big thing that he started was with the Shiv Bhakti which he had. He felt everybody else is absolutely don't deserve to be near Lord Shiva. He's the only one that deserves to be close to Lord Shiva, because nobody can match his bhakti. Again, that rationale with all the qualities and success blinded him. So his thought process was basically, why would my Aradhya sit in a place like Kailash, which is nothing but a stone and is all jungles and forests. There is no royalty there. So that single-minded goal of saying, I'm going to get my Lord Shiva luxury. And when he tried in a normal, rational way to convince Lord Shiva and Parvati, it didn't work. So what did he do? He just went down and say, okay, I'll take the whole Kailasha. If you don't want to leave Kailasha, I'll take Kailasha to Sri Lanka. I'm sure you would have heard of that, right? So he almost succeeded in lifting it, and the whole thing, Kailasha was shaking and everybody was scared that what is he going to do? Finally, Lord Shiva put his right toe, pressed it hard, and his fingers were getting crushed. That is when he realized what mistake he was committing. He was screaming. Can anybody say, even in that scream, what did he do? He was not abusing. Correct. On the spot, he composed Shiva Tandava Stotram. So if you see how the Shiva Tandava Stotram, I have taught it in one of the classes. So you can go back to the YouTube video on the channel. It is very, very nice rhyming thing. It captures the essence of that mood and the pain that he was in. Did he learn his lessons after that? The answer is no. Somebody said, you know what? You can't take Kailasha to Sri Lanka, then you build a very golden palace in the bottom of Kailasha itself. So then somebody said, okay, where are you going to get the gold from? He went to his brother Kubera and said, okay, I need all the gold that you have. And that person would not dare to question him as to why, how, etc., etc. So he said, I can give you everything, but how are you going to take it to Kailasha? Through his tapas, he transported all the golden blocks to Kailasha. So point is, You can have as much of talent, capability, strength, logic, knowledge, everything, but you possess these qualities, they can be put to bad use or they cannot be used at all. So I think when we say good over evil, today you got a little bit of next level detail of what that evil or bad is that you need to get rid of and say, okay, I'm going to drop this from my system. So that is one of the things that I wanted to talk about. And also, Vijayadasami is the day when uh, Ma defeated Mahishasura. So this is the Shiva root, that is the Shakta root. That is why it is also called as a Vijayadasami. I don't want to go into the details, otherwise it will take about an hour in terms of how she came to defeat Mahishasura and what all things she had to go through and what she did. But those of you who are learning Devi Mahatmyam or already have learned Devi Mahatmyam, you will know the sequence. Right? She had to kill many asuras before she was confronted by Mahishasura. So today is also the day when Devi defeated Mahishasura. Concept is the same, victory of good over evil. Context is different. The Lord or the goddess that won are different, but it is celebrated on the same day. And by the way, after killing Ravana, Lord Rama, when he was going back to Ayodhya, it took him 21 days. That is why you will see the gap between Navaratri and Diwali, a gap of 21 days. And a little bit of knowledge from WhatsApp University also you can get. You try to do the Google of the distance from Sri Lanka to Ayodhya, find out what you're getting and see how it surprises you. Right? So, having said this, I just want to give one mantra today that you can learn and you can chant every day at least 11 times. And if you're retired and if you have time, you can do it as 11 mala, not just 11 times. This mantra is chanted and it is meant to defeat your enemies. So the enemy doesn't have to be a physical person. The enemy can be a thought, can be a quality that you want to defeat. So are you all ready? Yeah. So it goes as Om Hreem Kleem Bhairavi Matangi Trilokya Vashamanaya Swaha. Om Hreem Kleem Bhairavi Matangi Trilokya Vashamanaya Swaha. I'll repeat it one or two more times so that you know how to pronounce it. The trick and the deal with all this kind of Mula mantras or using Bijaksharas is that you need to pronounce them correctly. You can't have accents, Marathi accent or Palakkad accent or Tamil accent or English accent. You need to pronounce it very clearly and with a consistent pace. Don't rush. Don't try to chant at home. There's no point in doing that. Just start doing it slowly. Give due respect to each of the aksharas, each of the words. And once you get the fluency, then automatically you will gain speed. So again, Om, Hreem, the H is important. Hreem, Kleem, Bhairavi, Bha is hard. Bhairavi, Matangi, Trilokya, Vashamanaya Swaha. Om, Hreem, Kleem, Bhairavi, Matangi, Trilokya, Vashamanaya Swaha. So as I said, you can do this 11 times. You can do 11 mala. If you have more time, you can do proper, puja with flowers and diyas and agarbattis. You can do the whole basic small puja also. And those of you who have learnt Navakshari and Panchadashi mantras, etc., you can do a very similar structure of doing a sankalpa and then chant this. It is basically based on your time availability and your ability to do this on a consistent basis every day. So with this, I will stop today. I hope it was useful. If any one of you want to just chant one more time and make sure that you understood it right, I can hold on. Yes, and do it a little loudly because we are going to have this. What is this instrument called? The typical Indian instrument here with Ganpati and Navratri. Yeah. So, yeah, Bhairavi is the Dirgam, Matangi is Dirgam. Vashamane Swaha. And Hreem, the H has to be very clear. Hreem, Hreem, Hreem. Yeah. Amamam, Dirgam. Vashamanaya. Vashamanaya Swaha. Trilokya. So if anybody is interested, you can go to the basics of what is the meaning of Hreem and Kleem. Just like if you know what is Om, you will also know what is Hreem and what is Kleem and which goddess it represents. We will start with that in the next class if any one of you is able to do the homework. Okay? Great. Take care. Have a nice day. See you soon. Sure. Bye-bye. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Wish you. Yes. I like that suggestion. That's why I grabbed it. Take care.